Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Coming out with it, it's Williams. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. The offense set for a first down play. The give to the left. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
He'll try the left side. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15.
Tackle on the play at the 15-yard line. Brings up second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on third.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Into the end zone. And it's almost intercepted in the end zone. It's caught, but he's out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a bullet dodged by this offense. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Field goal is good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
A first down for the offense. Looking for a gap. It's Etienne. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. Runs through the tackle. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Quarterback will audible. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Handoff to the single running back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Looking downfield, it's back. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Dogs are moving quickly down the field. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And the extra point makes it 7-3.
That is the score. Georgia 7, LSU.
The kickoff team out there set to boot it away.
Number 91. Set to kick this one.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger, and that is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud. Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine. He might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction.
Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
This defense came into the game knowing they could not give up explosive plays. The secondary is going to have to do a better job in coverage, and now they've got their backs up against the wall in their own red zone.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, LSU!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. Dropping back. It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
That keeps the score. LSU 9, Georgia 7.
This is ultra aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, we're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Unleashes it. He makes a catch. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot, he's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
Using his legs, it's Etienne. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. And the Dogs trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Looking to pass. It's back. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
It's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed on the outside, it's Gurasek.
When you run this out route, you know you're starting to get close to the sidelines. I know I got to start slowing down and find a way to drag or get one toe, a pinky toe, a big toe, whatever I can inbounds. Nice effort, nice catch, way to keep something in bounds.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Little touch pass to the receiver. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Looking to move it through the air. He's going for it all. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Throws to the tight end. What a snag by the defense. Looking for more room. 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And quarterbacks in zone coverage, they have to see it, and they have to manipulate defenders, and they don't. You could tell the middle linebacker reading his eyes the whole way, breaks on the football, and then turns into an offensive player and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 5.
That makes the score Georgia 14, LSU 9.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. He wants to throw. Scrambling away. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. Just plowing down the field. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot. It takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Etienne. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
They'll try the run. On the move at the 30. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Georgia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And how about that for a capper, a 43-yard run for 6. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. He lofts one down the sideline. Makes the catch down the right side. All kinds of running room. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. Past the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. He just sets sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return. This is really aggressive here. Still just a 1-possession game in the 3rd quarter, and they're going for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
They'll go right back to him. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's how you blow up the screen pass here on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
And here comes the offense on second down. He leaves it with his back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
Makes the grab. It's dealt. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Georgia going up tempo.
Offense facing double pin.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Finds his man enough for the first. Touchdown, Dogs! What a grab and go for the score. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And first down for the offense.
First down for this offense.
That's the end of the third quarter. Georgia 30, LSU 15.
He's looking to throw it. Fires to the right. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
The aerial assault continues. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done, and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he puts through the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away.
Set to kick this one away.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. At the 40, there he goes. He's off to the races. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but milk the clock and it will be your friend. A first down run in the red zone. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. One more yard on this second down might just put an exclamation point on this one. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, beat, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Here's the handoff. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Handoff to the lone back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to get the first through the air. He wants a big play here late. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. He will not pick up the first down. The desperate...